Alright, so this is a video hitting the highlights of the end part of 313. So in class we got done with number 20. And after that, you're going to write your first script in the shell. And basically, you're going to write something that keeps checking, because you know if you type in PS minus EF, you can monitor processes. But if you wanted to continually monitor processes, you don't want to have to keep typing PS minus EF over and over again. So you can make the computer do it for you. And you can do that by writing a shell script. Now, if you ever get stuck in a while loop, Control-C is your way out. Just know that. So look at these two. These two do the exact same thing. One is written kind of like computer programming is normally seen, like Python. The other one's written in a single line, more like Java. I suggest doing it like this because when you type it like this, it doesn't look like this, so it bothers people. But when you type this in, it looks exactly like it. And what this script will do is, while true, which means forever, it will clear the screen, and then it will run a PSEF, then it'll sleep for 3 seconds, which we learned yesterday makes it just wait, and then it finishes. So it just keeps on keeping on forever. It'll do it all over again. So what we're going to do is we're going to run this script in alpha, and then we're going to open up beta and do something malicious on it and see if we can catch them doing that on alpha. So we're basically using alpha to spy on the processes and see if we can detect beta doing something wrong. Okay, so let me get to our virtual machine and take a look at that. All right, so in our virtual machine, you're going to not just have alpha open, but you're going to have beta open. So there's alpha, a Linux machine, and we've been working on that one. And here's beta, which is another Linux machine. So this beta is going to be our bad guy. Okay, we got alpha up here, beta down here. So we're going to try to catch beta doing some stuff. First, you got a screenshot of this for number 24 in your notebook. Just make sure you're following your notebook as you go, and keep that up to date. And then number 29 is the next time we're going to have to do something. So we're going to search for beta in our alpha one, because if we run PS, let's run PS minus EF, you can see it has stuff from root, it has stuff from all sorts of things we know, and it has some stuff from alpha and some stuff from beta. See right here? I'm detecting beta, but if you notice, this is on my alpha computer up here. So what I want to do is I want to clear this screen. I don't want to see all this other stuff. If I know beta is a suspicious user, I don't want to look at all this other info. I want to just focus in on beta. So a way to do that is to use grep. And grep is basically the control F of Linux. So we're going to run our PSEF. We're going to do a pipe, and then remember, a pipe just allows you to type something else. So we're going to grep beta, which basically means search for anything beta. So when we type that in, we're going to watch what beta is doing and get all the other stuff out of the way. So here, we clear, right? And then we're going to do, we're going to go PS minus EF, which does our processes. We're going to pipe that with grep. You should look up why it's called grep. Grep beta should just filter out only things with beta. And right now there's nothing going on with beta because we haven't done anything bad. But what you're going to do is we're actually going to get more info than this. If we do minus E, it's another flag for looking for an expression. And we're going to look for more than one thing. So grep is search. We're going to search for the expression beta and the expression in the header row. So we can search for user ID with that, which is why UID is in there. So we could do that too. I'll let you type that in. But really, what we want to do, and this is all on alpha, we want to modify that while loop to do this. So we're going to type this in alpha. While true, that means forever. Clear your screen. Look at all the processes. Search for the phrase beta and user ID. Sleep 1, which means every 1 second it'll repeat this. So we're going to go into alpha and we'll type that in. While true, semicolon, PS minus EF. And then we'll do grep or pipe. So we're going to pipe this with, oh wait, do clear. Shoot, I forgot that. Let me put that back in there. While true, do clear. And then PSEF. So we're clearing our screen and then we're doing our search grep minus E beta. So let me go over here, grep. Let me type that in while I pause it. All right, so I typed that in, and I'm going to hit enter, and I typed it on alpha, and every 1 second this updates. And it might not look like it's doing anything, but if I scrolled up, you'd start to see, oh man, there's tons of stuff. But another way to tell is look down here. It keeps changing my process ID for alpha as grep. That means every second this is running a new grep, so it gets a new process. But beta is not doing anything. Basically, we just put a tracker on beta. We're like, we're watching beta to see if they do anything bad. And then you're going to go into beta, and you're going to run this command, bogus sw1d. And that's a malicious process. So you're going to go into beta here. And if you can actually remember the autofill, so you can just start typing bogus and hit tab, and then 1d. Oops, and then hit enter, and it's running a bad process. You can tell it's doing something. See here? It's paused. Well, it's not paused, it's doing something. But it showed up right there. So you're going to take a screenshot of that. We basically detected what beta is doing. They're running a bad process. And then you're going to go through how to kill that process. So like on 29, you're going to take a picture of that thing. On 30, you're going to look at we're going to look at the users and see if we find any unauthorized users and that sort of thing for number 30. Anyway, and then you're going to learn how to kill functions, and that's with the term kill. But you're going to see kill doesn't always work because you have to type in the ID. So like if I try to go in here, let me get out of this, which is Control C, right? If I try to kill their program 3523, oops, it doesn't kill it. You know why? Because it's not my program. Like, why should I be allowed to kill things on other people's programs? So basically, you're going to go through the rest of the activity, and it teaches you how to kill things. Now, if I wanted to kill something on my program, I definitely could. Like if I found one of my own, like if I did PS minus EF, and I wanted to kill something on my own, like my bash window would close this thing down, but I could find my own bash ID and kill it, it would disappear. It would shut it down. Just, wouldn't be helpful. So basically, you're going to log in as a super user. That's what SU now stands for. And you're going to type in root. One thing I want to warn you about is when you type in the password, so many of you will think it's not working, but it is. That's why it says it here. You will type in TOOR as your password, and it doesn't look like it, but it's typing it in. You'll hit enter, and it'll turn you to root, not alpha. That's basically a system administrator where you will have access to do all sorts of things. Once you're the administrator, you can kill all sorts of things. Remember, if something doesn't kill, then you have to add a flag. It's either -9 or all capital kills, which I like using this because it's like you yell it. But remember, that's a flag, so you still have to type kill and then capital kill at the back. And then you can actually shut down their bash window and stuff like that. But I can't do it. Watch this. I can't do it from here. What was that? Beta's bogus was 3523. It doesn't let me do it until I turn into my system administrator, because it basically doesn't let users shut down other users' stuff, which is a good thing, because you wouldn't like it if people could come in and shut down your stuff. So basically, switch over to this super user by using this root command right here. Type in the password, then try your kill commands and see how easy it is to kill other things. You're basically making yourself super powered so you can shut down this bad user and what they're doing. Anyway, hope that helps. That should explain the rest of the thing. Make sure you update your Linux command list with grep and su root and what's the other thing? Grep -e. I think there's another command in here. Oh, kill. We haven't put kill in there. So you want to put kill in. Maybe I'll add another row just because I don't like being on my last one. There's kill, and that kills or stops or ends a process. And if you want to really kill, you have to do the -9 flag or kill flag, or minus kill. Okay, so you'd put -9 flag or -kill flag, and that will kill a process that is more difficult to kill. I don't know why they just don't make it strong. It might be like it might be a safety measure, and it's like, are you sure you want to kill this thing? And remember, sometimes you can't kill things until you're a super user and you're on the root. Anyway, get those updated so you're all up to date, and then you'll be ready for the project where you're going to find evil processes, shut them down, find hidden files, and all that good stuff. All right, so make sure your thing is up to date, make sure you're cruising along, and I will talk to you later.